play for you here a little greeting, if they have it prepared, that the church that we went and blessed over in Kenya sent back to us, or actually we got while we were over there, but just thanking our TCT viewers for feeding into their lives. Let's watch this.
Hello, God, Tina, and Julie. Asante sana.
All right, well, that was great. Now, Asante Sana, that they said at the end there, that's the one word that I learned while I was over there. So I wasn't a very good cultural student of learning the language, but Asante means thank you, and then they always add Sana at the end of it. I assume means very much, or something along those lines. So great to see what we were able to do over there.
Jumbo.
Jumbo
Means hello.
Hello.
And then caribou is you're welcome.
Yeah, okay.
Caribou. And then, of course, everybody's got to know from Lion King, Kuna Matata.
Yeah.
and there's a fellow there, his name was Matato.
Yeah.
Remember? So I changed it to Kuna Matato. But what loving people. And they were so blessed by the ability, the opportunity to have this conference in the middle of the jungle. And without TCT, it wouldn't have happened. We got stretched. Our ministry, historically in the past, has sponsored it by ourselves. This is the first time we co-sponsored with anybody, and it was TCT. And without that help, it wouldn't have happened. But you saw the lives touched. And we had pastors and leaders, and this was a focus on pastors and leaders this time. That's why instead of 3,000 people, we were down to, I don't know, it was 1,000, maybe 1,100, and they came and went. But it's because we wanted pastors and leaders so that we could impact their churches. And there were pastors that came from 5 countries. And some of the poorest countries, you had Somalia, you had Uganda, you had Burundi, and they came in at their own peril. And it took them sometimes 3, 4, 5 days to get there. And then, as you saw, Tommy, they were fed 3 meals that were prepared there. And also, there were places in the village and in Archer's Post that they were put up at in order to keep them. So when you think about the logistics of moving the people in and out, let alone how to do it, but I'm telling you, I want to thank TCT and those of you who contribute to TCT, because you've touched lives. And there's going to be a reward in heaven. And the Lord says, you know, store up your treasures in heaven where neither moth nor rust can corrupt. And why does he say moth and rust? Well, moth is representing the natural things of this earth that eat away at your riches, at your wealth, at your clothes. And then, of course, rust is when you have the metals. Rust will take more time, but it will decay what you have. But time and nature cannot affect what you've just deposited in heaven. And I just want to ask God to bless you for those who give into this ministry and to get a double return over this Thanksgiving, because I can tell you that these hands, we touched firsthand the blessings. And you know, Tommy, let me just go on with this one more moment. I get to see a lot. And I've been around the horn, as they would say. I'm not a young guy. I'm not going to confess being an old guy. I've been with some of the biggest ministries there are in the world. I've been on multiple networks. And that's why I say I bleed TCT blood, because I know the heart. I know the sincerity. I see how frugal the ministry is with money, and I see that nobody is living large. Nobody's saying, oh, let me make a bunch of money from this ministry. It's not happening. You know, to a lot of the different areas and charities, and especially some that aren't charitable, well, they're charitable, but they're not necessarily Christian. Out of $1, you could have 80 cents of it going towards the administration. Doesn't happen here. That money makes its way to the people. And then when you personally invest yourself, like you just did, and I saw Julie did when we went to Israel, and you guys are getting ready to go back to Israel, and I told you I might show up over there. You don't find that. You don't find that. This is genuine. This is real. So I can't say enough accolades about it, and I'm invested in. I'm here.
If you like what you saw, make sure to like this video and comment below. Hit that subscribe button for more content uploaded weekly.